y'all know I can't give any spoilers, but it's a very unique. It is a very unique format. But I will say the best part about it is obviously I haven't seen the episodes, but the best part about All Stars 10 is Hi Karma. The best part about All Stars 10 is like you will at least get more screen time, if that makes sense. Obviously, people are nervous about like, wait, like 18 girls? I know, it's the most girls in Drag Race history, but oh, you're so sweet. Hi. What is my favorite season of Jersey Shore? What is the season? I feel like season one is like the best season of like Jersey Shore, in my opinion, because it was so authentic and raw and like they didn't really get a ton of money, so they kind of were like trying to set something up as far as like they were trying to make it a big thing. So I think for season one, I mean, and I feel like almost any first season is like the experimental season, so you don't really know what to like expect, and I feel like you come off the most authentic. The worst part about season one was obviously Ronnie and Sammy, their drama. Girl, that is when I tell you, is it really? Someone said you reposted my entire TikTok feed. Love that. If you couldn't say 14, what's the best season of Drag Race? Season 6. I don't think season 14 is the best season of Drag Race. I think we had one of the best casts of Drag Race, but I don't think it's one of the best seasons of Drag Race. And that's something that I just got my nails done today. We're going to press week tomorrow, so yeah, so like I got my nails done. I can't do long nails, you guys. I'll die. But I got something that way I don't have to put on nails all week because we're gonna be in drag. We had to pack like 6 drag looks, so we're gonna be in drag like four days in a row, and then 2 out of the days it's 2 different looks, and then I travel to Seattle on Friday. My first gig as an all-star is gonna be at Queer Bar in Seattle. I have always wanted to perform there. That's the obviously that is the house of Bosco, Irene, and now Arietti. And so I am very excited. So the thing about Queer Bar, and I don't know if there's a ton of bars, but I know there is quite a few bars that do like this clause where if you do if you perform in the town, you can't perform there again for like 3, sometimes 6 months. I know Chicago's like a 6-month rule. And I think Queer Bar's a 3-month rule. So every time they wanted to book me, I was already at Seattle in that time. Like my first time in Seattle, I did this club. I can't remember. It was so much fun, but it was crazy because I literally had to do the show. I'm telling you guys, I had to do the show, back-to-back numbers. Then I had to literally de-drag and go to a flight. I think it was one of those weekends where I was going east, west, east, west, east, west, like 4 gigs back to back, and they were always on different coasts. But I literally had to leave the gig and go straight to a plane to get a red eye. But I'm finally at Queer Bar, so if there are any Seattleans, please come to Queer Bar. And I say this all the time: if you want me booked at your place, talk to the owner, tag me, tag the place. Like I would really love. I want to do a post that's like, hey, you know, where would you guys love to see me? Tag your clubs. But yeah, I mean, I hope I get quite a few bookings. I'm not expecting anything crazy. There's literally 18 of us. So I understand that the popular ones are going to get majority of the bookings. Southern Nights, Southern Nights, that is another one where I was booked at Southern Nights. They gave me a date, and then I had to cancel last minute to go and work the world. And then they never rebooked me. And I actually messaged them. I'm not afraid, y'all. I will tell you this much. I am not afraid to message a bar about a gig because that's how you network and that's how you make connections. But Southern Nights has not gotten back to me, unfortunately. Calgary, I love Calgary. Charlotte. Yes, see? Please, you guys, like, It is hard out here for a girl. And it's hard out here for like a girl that is not one of the popular ones. So you guys, if there's anything y'all can do, message the club. If there's queens, like DM me. If there's a way to get into the club, I am down. I am very much adaptable when it comes to booking fees. I want to make it work. So yeah. Yes, I'm coming to Sacramento the 11th. Yeah, so it's the premiere weekend that I'm coming to Sacramento. I'm coming home, baby. From Peru. Drag Brunch, Myrtle Beach, down. Hi, love. Hello, Julio. If you had to listen to this drag wizard, who would you choose? That's random. I don't know, Willow. Just because she was on my season. Ah, you're so funny. You just watched my. Okay, so like, with Calorie, I've talked to Calorie and like, we were supposed to set something up, but it fell through. But maybe it'll come through again. You know. Thank you, love. What was I talking about? I can't remember what I was talking about. I can't remember what I was talking about. Anyways, but yes, like I said, like if you have a way to get into a club or like, feel free to DM me on Instagram or here, and I will absolutely love to come to your bar. Mama, you got to fend for yourself out here, honey. Come to Phoenix. I've never been to Phoenix. Oh, that's what it was. Thank you. Thank you guys for the love. I just released a new YouTube video today on All Star Season 10, and I am so glad people didn't take it too seriously because like I think really people really wanted me to spill a lot of tea. That's not coming yet. But I really just wanted to talk about the cast and just be, you know, like I love my girls and I really was so excited. It's a monumental season. Like 10 is always a monumental season of anything. And like it's X, baby, you know. But yeah, like and so full disclaimer, because I saw some of the comments, because I read my comments. I'm not one of those YouTube videos that just let it. No, I read all my comments. And so the sponsorship that I took, I did not do my full research on them. And so I apologize for that. I will not be working with them in the future. But, you know, the thing is about YouTube and anything is you really have to, like, get your money. And, like, I pay for an editor. And so in order for my channel to continue to grow, you know, you have to take sponsorships because YouTube doesn't pay that well. But full disclaimer, I will not be working with them in the future because I did not do my, yeah. From Costa Rica. Oh my God, I would love... Mama, when I tell you I have reached out to Costa Rica, I've reached out to Venezuela, and I've reached out to Brazil, and nothing back. So, I don't know what to tell y'all, but the clubs are just not as, like... They're just not booking girls anymore or as much, and the girls they do book are the popular girls. So, unfortunately, that's not me. Thank you. Hello? Yeah, apparently, like, there's a lot of backlash. Well, I wouldn't say a lot, but there are some backlash. But there was also some being like, it really does help. But, I mean, I'm like, okay, I'm sorry, you know. Yes, Nico, I'll see you there. Manchester. I'm going to be in London June 4th through 6th. I don't know how far that is from Manchester, but I am going to be there. Please. Oh my God, please help me with Costa Rica. Atlanta. That's another one. I've talked to Phoenix about the Atlanta gigs, but it like hasn't come in yet, honey. But we shall see. Jessica Diamond, hi sister. Thank you, baby. Austin, Texas. I love Austin, Texas. I've been there like 3 times. I know that the club I worked at, Oil Can Harry's, I know there was a lot of... So I guess in Austin, there was a lot of like drama with obviously it being drag and stuff. So I know that they're just not booking girls right now. And like I can't be mad at wanting your bar to be safe and wanting the queens that come to be safe, so I can't be mad at that. Houston, I love Houston. Like, right now, we're in London. It's going to be at JY. I'm going to be there for Porn Idol. And then I'm also going to be doing the after party for Beyonce, Cowboy Carter tour. So I'm going to be doing the after party there. Oh, so excited. Deja, your looks so cute. Thank you so much. You miss being a cheer instructor. Yes, I do. I do miss it a lot. Yes, I remember Monica Rosas. I just saw her when she was in Vegas. When are you coming to Vegas? I live here. What day for Cowboy Carter? It's June 6th is the Cowboy Carter in London. The headband is from some it was from like TJ Maxx holiday set, like a brush set. That's your date. Yes. Okay, honey. I mean, I hope to go to the concert first. I don't care if I'll be in full drag, but we'll see. Thank you, Mike. My glasses are from Shein. Y'all, can we talk about Shein? Fucking that orange guy, person, man, child, with the tariffs, you guys, everything is doubled on Shein. And like, I get it. It is another thing people are like, girl, don't support Shein. It's fast fashion. We are all struggling, okay? And it is hard out here for a queen. I don't have a ton of income. Like, we don't have just like a ton of stuff and money influxing. Like, you know, so like for me, I'm like, mama, Shein was one of the only places like I got all my makeup there. Luckily, I thought that Sheglam was a Shein makeup brand, but Sheglam is its own thing. So Sheglam still has a website. So I'm like, okay, fingers crossed. Work. Oh, girl, don't get me started. Someone asked how much do I spend on my looks. I spent a lot of money on All Stars only because on my original season, I made everything. And I think I spent on my entire package, including wigs, I maybe spent like $1,500. So on All Stars, I wanted to make sure that I looked presentable and had a glow up from my previous package. But honestly, if I would have had I feel like I should have just made my looks again. Like I look stunning, but the amount of money I paid was kind of insane. But I mean, I look great. Hair was hairing, body was buying, leg was legging, outfits were outfits. But, yeah, Drag Race is expensive. It is expensive. And when you go on All Stars, the expectation is high. The expectation is so high. And going after a season that had Plastique Tiara on it, yeah. Going on a season that had Plastique Tiara on it, where she spent a lot of money. I don't know if it was her own, but she spent a lot of money. The expectations were high. Now, I will never be Plastique. I don't aspire to be Plastique. But 9 was crazy. And so 10, it's a monumental season. So you want to, be up there. But I'm happy with my package for All Stars. It's just, in hindsight, I kind of should have just made my stuff again. Because at the end of the day, it's not a fashion show. You know what I mean? Like, you obviously want to look good and presentable, which I did on season 14. I didn't look the most expensive, but I'm not sitting here and saying I need to be a fashion girl. Do you know what I mean? And so let me say this. There's no, for me, for Deja Skye personally, there's no expectation except for, is your makeup stamped and gorgeous? And are you turning it? That is the only expectation. at least for me that I see, I don't think anyone is expecting me to be a runway doll, expecting me to like be that like fashion girl. No one's expecting that. So like I feel like I could have spent a lot less money on All Stars if I would have just listened to my gut and been like, girl, just make your stuff. Like you don't need to like spend $1,000 because I spent $1,000. Is this a black queen? This girl. Like me personally, am I a black queen? Yes. You know. Thank you, babe. Oh, thank you so much. You don't give yourself enough credit. Ruben, hi, baby. Speaking of designers, Ruben made me something for press week. It's pretty sickening. It's like a trench. Oh, it's so cute. Someone said you don't give yourself enough credit. So let me tell you something. So, and this is a little bit of spoiler territory. I don't even know if it's going to make the air because I made sure it didn't. But I had like a little bit of a mental breakdown on All Stars, and it was all for nothing, I feel. And a lot of people, like, it was all for nothing because I just got in my head and I was thinking about what other people were saying and stuff. And so Irene, my sister, the alien, she was just like, the voices in your head are a lot harsher than they should be. Like, you're an amazing person. And Mistress actually doubled down too. Because when I posted something, and I'm sure whoever watches this also watches Mistress. But I posted something along the facts of like, I really thought my All Stars 10, like once the promo dropped, I thought I was going to get a lot more love. And that's no shade to people just like who they like. But Mistress sent me a really nice message and she was just like, you're fabulous, you're amazing, and you should just know that and not care about what other people think. And like that's so much easier said than done. And I'm literally like, I turned 35 like 2 weeks ago. And you would think that I would have it all together, but it's a lot of self-love. It's a lot of learning about yourself. And that does not come with age. But I'm learning little by little. I just really hope that I'm mentally prepared for All Stars 10 or like the rollout of All Stars 10. Because I thought I was mentally prepared for season 14. And like I think I was prepared for season 35, not 25. I think I was mentally prepared, but I think it was just like the comments got to me a little bit too much, and I hope that that doesn't happen again for All Stars, at least, you know. What's my favorite fast food on the strip? Ooh, I love In-N-Out. Probably In-N-Out, yeah. Hi, Martin, love you. Corey King, love it. Oh my God, thank you for the swan. Thank you, baby. Thank you, Sylvia. Thank you all for the love and the follows and the comments. You guys are really sweet. Fingers crossed. Oh, thank you. That's so cute. I feel like I'm a fairly our parent. Have I thought? Yes, my cameos are open. I think once the season starts and then the cameos will really get up. But my cameos are open. If you just search me on Cameo, my cameos are open. And I don't charge an arm and a leg. You know, I think my cameos are like $30 right now. Maybe 35. So. Hello. Hi, Mahalia. Any good lip syncs? I know, it's coming out literally in 1 week. I mean, right now, I'm just like, I think if the cameos really start to shoot up, maybe I'll go up. But I think right now I'm just chilling at 30, you know? Like, I feel like 30 is... Y'all, we are in a crazy economy right now. I can't be begging people to, you know... Favorite person, All-Stars 10. Not Michelle Visage. Hi, Art. The headband is supporting my knowledge, my brains. I love you. Yes, exactly. Hi, love. Hi. What kind of aesthetic do I have? Fuck if I know. Thank you, baby. Yeah, season 14. You have taste. Lincoln? Lincoln? Love you. No, I know 35 is not old. I just mean like, you would think that I would have things figured out, and I just don't. No, I don't think I'm the pastel princess anymore. I have kind of, honestly, I don't even really wear colorful wigs anymore. I'm just at a different place in my like aesthetic where I'm still trying to figure it out. I think right now my aesthetic is very much, I want to show off leg. I think that for me is like the main thing. I'm very into corsetry now because I don't pad anymore. But I've been loving natural colors. I've been loving, like, black is my favorite hair color on me. I love brown. I'm getting more into blonde. People really do like me in blonde. But I feel like blonde is just so, like, everyone is blonde, you know? But I really haven't worn a lot of colorful hair lately. And, like, it's not me saying I'll never do that again. I'm just, I'm just living, trying new things. Do you know what I mean? What is my favorite song to perform right now? I would absolutely do Traders. My favorite song to perform right now is I'm Your Baby Tonight by Whitney Houston. It's my go-to. I'm Your Baby Tonight by Whitney Houston. Anything Keisha Cole, like anything Keisha Cole, I am down. Anything Missy Elliott, number one diva. Anything Missy Elliott. Yeah, I think those are like what I'll gravitate towards. Or also, I do love Chloe Bailey as well. Chloe Bailey kind of fits my vibe. George just said it on Pit Stop, I'm a very, like, hard-hitting performer, so anything that's hip-hop or R&B I can vibe with. Thoughts on what said on Sibling Rep. Thoughts on what was said on Sibling Rivalry about you. I didn't watch it. What was said? Yeah, of course, yeah. I know you don't have to have everything figured out. It's just like, it's wild to live up here. I would love to do a Mistress Monday. I love my sister. Oh my God, yes. Please post it. All good things. Oh, okay. Then I'll watch it. Is it out? Is it out on Patreon or YouTube right now? Please do a Missy Elliott mix on. I do have a Missy Elliott mix. Maybe I'll do Missy Elliott mix. I was thinking of doing I'm Your Baby Tonight. But if you'll be there, I'll do Missy Elliott. Both. Okay. So it was good. Don't set me up, y'all. I mean, everyone is going to have their opinion. Like, everyone is going to have their opinion. So I can't be mad. And I do respect Monet and Bob so much. So I won't be mad if they say some shady shit. Thank you, baby. My entrance look was actually by the late and great Abraham Levy. Yeah, like, I've always wanted to work with him for so many years, and I finally got to work with him for my entrance, and I was actually planning on working with him for press week, and then he, like, suddenly passed, so I at least have a legacy garment that I will cherish forever, at least. But it's just so sad. Like, he was such a iconic person, and I'm also very happy for him that his work made it into a amazing movie, which was Smile 2. His work is so recognizable. Like, he has a very good legacy, thank God. And I'm just happy that I'm happy that I got to wear a piece. Thank you. Would I have done any other All-Stars format? I would have loved to do a full non-elimination episode. So here's the thing about me, and this is something that I've noticed on All-Stars 10 and All-Stars 15, or All-Stars 15, Season 14 and All-Stars. I don't think this is spoiler, and I hope I'm not creating an NDA type of thing. I feel like I like build. I need a little bit of time to warm up, if that makes sense. So, like, I feel like oh my God, no, I'm not giving anything away. I feel like I need a little bit of time to warm up. Now, I don't just, like, go onto a set of something and then, like, I'm here. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Okay. Never mind. But I would love a non-elimination just because you get to see everything. You get to see everything. If I had to pick a different color, oh, I would pick pink for sure. Yeah, yeah, no, I'm not speaking. Oh, I'm not giving any spoiler away because I'm not speaking directly about an event. I'm just saying that like I would love a non-elimination because you get to see the variations of an artist. You get to see the highs, the lows, and there's not a ton of stakes. Like obviously there's a winner at the end of the season, but you kind of get to grasp at everything and throw everything to the wall. And if it doesn't stick, you don't have the thought of, oh my God, I have to go home now. Do you know what I mean? Like it's kind of like that kind of moment where like if you go in like season 14 and I'm All Stars 10, there are stakes. Like people go home. There's only one winner. So like you can literally like you have to be so cerebral and you have to make sure that every single move counts, if that makes sense. Thoughts on girls who do it multiple times. If Rue calls, answer. Like, drag is your profession. Okay? That's what drag is. Drag is your profession. So, in order to stay booked, if you are not a super popular girl, is being back on TV. Club promoters, businesses, sponsorships, all that. They like the girls that are seen and I'm back on TV, right? So there's this thing in like the drag race world where from January to April, that is the current season territory. Okay. Girls are usually not booked unless you're a super popular girl, but it's not even like a huge. So from January to April, that is the current season territory, and girls don't usually get booked because the clubs just want current girls. Okay? Like literally just current girls. That's why, like, so that is just in the drag race realm. Okay? All Stars and Summer's a little bit different because around Pride time. So that's when it's a little more open, right? But if you're not a popular girl and if you don't get crazy, oh my God, I'll see you there, Jack. Yay. And if you're not on TV or you're not keeping up with current stuff and things of that nature, you don't get booked. And this is our livelihood. Now, I'm not opposed to like work a 9 to 5. I'm not opposed to that. But I have worked my entire career to have drag as my career. Do you know if Roscoe's? Yes, I'll be at Roscoe's the 16th of May. So find me at Roscoe's. They announce weekly, but I will be at Roscoe's the 16th of May. So hopefully you come. But what was I saying? Oh my God, I lose my train of thought so bad. Milwaukee was so much fun. Hi. Love Lexi Love. What was I talking about? I can't remember what I was talking about. Hello, love. Thank you, baby. Oh, yes, yes. I'm not opposed to having a 9 to 5. I've just worked my entire career to have drag as my career. Now, in my opinion, I have gotten lucky that I have a home base in Vegas where I can do brunch and I can do Drag Race Live, and that pays my bills. I'm very happy for that. I am extremely happy and grateful for that opportunity. Not every girl can say that. And also, drag is not a sustainable career. Trixie, Katya, they even have 401ks. They're putting money because they know it's not sustainable. They know it's not a full thing. There's times where you're popular and there's times where you're not popular. But I'm not opposed to having a 9 to 5. It's just right now, like I have to capitalize on All Stars 10, and I just hope that like I make enough of an impact that I can get out there and travel more. Like my first year, I was very grateful and lucky that I was able to travel pretty much almost every weekend, like from January to April. Like I had a pretty good chunk of bookings, and I just hope that that's all I can ask for, right now. Like Right now, I have booking in Seattle, Sacramento. I have a booking at Roscoe's, a booking in London, a booking in SF. Like, but I would love an abundance, and I think we all deserve an abundance of gigs. But hopefully, and like I said earlier, for those that just joined, if you would love to see me at your club, tag me or DM me, tag your club, DM your club, and just say, like, I would love to see this person. You know, I'm not afraid to. Oh, I'll be in San Diego as well, and I will also be in Palm Springs sometime this year. I saw it on my calendar. I would love to come to Florida, but um, no, they're not toenails. They're acrylics, bitch. Um, Philly. Oh, Philly. Oh, mama. The in Philly. Ooh, yes. Dallas, Texas. Oh, please do. Yes. Like I said, if there's anything that I can do to get booked at your club, if you know like a person, maybe a promoter, DM me. DM me on here, DM me on Instagram. I don't have a husband, love. And get me to your club. I am not afraid what bar in Seattle will be at. I'll be at Queer Bar on Friday. I'm doing the viewing party at 7 p.m. and then the show's at 9 p.m. So I hope to see you out there. Um, but yeah, if there's anything that like I can do to get booked at your bar, please DM me. I'm not afraid to like message them privately. I'm really not that girl. I love Denver. I've only been there for Work the World, but I would love to come to Denver. I know Trax is out there. Thank you, Braxton. Girl, Fresno. Thank you, baby. I love Lydia. Am I going to New York City All Stars event? Yes, ma'am. Oh, will you be there? Yeah, we're all going to be there. All of season 10 will be at. We're actually half of them are there right now, and then the other half are coming in tomorrow. I'm flying in tomorrow. Work. As of now, there's nothing on my calendar in Florida. But like I said, if there's anywhere that you want me to go, DM me if there's like a promoter or maybe like a club that you would love me, and I'll even private message them. I'm not opposed to that. So yeah, DM me here, Instagram, wherever. Mama, I would love to come. I really want to get out there, and I am not that girl. I am not too proud to beg for a gig, honey. I am not too proud to beg for a gig. Work. What type of content? Oh, okay. So this is a little exclusive. So basically, every week, starting next week, every week I will be recreating one of my All Stars 10 sisters makeups. Okay. So I racked my brain. I was like, how do I? Because I love doing makeup, but like I don't want to just continue to do my face 100,000 times. So I thought, okay, what is something that I can do to post weekly and will look different? And I also love learning different techniques. Yes, on Ava, yes, on YouTube. So every week on YouTube, I post Saturday or Sunday, usually Sunday. Today I posted Saturday just because I wanted to see how it would do, and it actually went very well. But I was like, okay, I'm gonna recreate, and I've already recreated two. I'm not gonna say who they are, but I already recreated two makeups. So my first one will be released next Sunday, and then every Sunday, every single week, I will not miss a Sunday. Every Sunday, I will be uploading me recreating one of my All Stars 10 sisters. I love you too. Okay, Leah, thank you for that. So I had not a crisis. I'm kind of over exaggerating. So the thing that I don't love about doing makeup is I feel like I'm not entertaining enough. Because when I do makeup, I am by myself. I get ready by myself doing makeup, right? I feel like I'm not entertaining enough to keep someone's attention while doing makeup. That's why I don't do a lot of makeup content. But I remember posting it on my YouTube. Hey, what do you guys love most about my channel? What can I work on? Blah blah blah. And I saw a lot of comments being like, it doesn't matter what content you do. I love it. Just don't hold back the Instagram. I know, Ava. I know. So basically, something that I'm learning is I don't have to be the rah rah. I don't have to like. Oh my God, I don't have to be that girl. I can literally just do makeup, talk, and ramble. Like, that was my main thing. So whenever I was doing these makeup tutorials for All Stars 10, I was like, okay, I don't have to be. I can literally just like, oh, you like my braless hair, love. I can just be myself and just do makeup. I will say, and this is a full disclaimer because I was watching some of the footage back. I don't have time to refilm because I'm going to be out of town for an entire week. So I don't have time to refilm and I have a schedule on YouTube. So my first makeup tutorial, there are going to be some times where it kind of gives like this hazy, blurred look. And so I really want you guys to understand, like, it was not on purpose. It's because I have this thing called, on my camera, the setting is product, like, where it like focuses on the product. And so whenever I would hold up my mirror, because I use this new mirror that I got, how cute, right? Whenever I would hold up my mirror, it would kind of like focus on that. And then when I took it away, it wouldn't focus on my face. So just a full disclaimer, my first autofocus, yes. My first video, there are going to be moments where I'm in and out of focus. I'm going to try to fix that, but the makeup is still good. I look stunning in this person's makeup, by the way. I felt so gorgeous. I even texted her a picture. I was like, Mama, I'm coming for you again. But I'm just saying, like, there's going to be a little season 1 filter on some of it. Just put that out there. Someone said, whose makeup? Where can the episode look like this? No. So my new series that's going to come out next week. Every week I'm going to be recreating a season 10 sisters makeup on my face. So sometimes I think that it'll be exact, and sometimes I think it'll be like inspired. But the first 2, I snapped. Okay, I looked stunning, and you'll see. Someone said, whose makeup am I excited to recreate? I'm really excited to recreate Mistress's makeup. I wanted to do it for so long, and I never got around to it. So I'm really excited. She has such a distinct mug. And I'm also really excited to do like Daya's makeup, because Daya had some of my favorite makeup from season 14. My favorite drag queen on the cast. I'm team, like, I just love Bosco. But honestly, I love anyone from season 14. What was Nicole Page? I've met Nicole Page Brooks prior to All Stars. So she was always lovely, and she's just a good time gal girl. I think, so out of the entire cast, the only people that I have never met was Lydia. She was the only girl I never met. I've worked with the majority of them, or I've met them at DragCon or passing. But Lydia was the only girl that I didn't know, which is cool, because you're like, okay, there's familiarity in everyone, you know. Hello. Do you believe that, Mistress? I think everyone believes that. I can't give you any tea. You're just gonna have to watch, baby. I love Ginger too. Yes, I did watch Mistress's. Yeah, I mean, she liked my look. She just, she didn't hate it. There were some. I don't watch all of. So, full disclaimer. When season 14 first got announced with the promos, Mama, I was looking at every opinion. I was looking at every YouTube channel. I was looking at everything on season 14. Now, no. I've learned, don't do it. Don't do it, because you're just going to set yourself up for like failure, because queens can be mean. Queens can be mean, bitch. Like, evil little rotten, you know. But hi babe, hi Stevie. But so far I've seen Mistresses, which I think it's valid. I mean, I actually thought Mistress was being very nice on her. I actually thought Mistress was being very nice on her review. In my opinion, I was like, wait, you're actually being like kind of nice. Um, and then I also saw because it came on my timeline. I also saw Trinity's, um, which I love. Um, and I commented on it and like no shade, like because Chantel Sparks didn't like anything about my outfit, and that's totally fine. Um, but I love that Trinity was like, okay, Chantel had said, you know, like blah blah blah. Why is this? And Trinity's like, well, I just like it. Who cares? So I love that. I love that. Like, drag is always not for you to understand, but I look stunning and I felt stunning, and that's all that matters for me. When I walked into that promo shoot, I felt unstoppable, and I hope that that was portrayed. Who matches my energy on the cast? I would say that Olivia matches my energy. Um, I think Nicole kind of matches my energy a little bit too, and I think Daya. Yeah, I think those are the three that like I feel like match my energy a lot. Do I enjoy season 14? I would say season 14 because it was a brand new experience. And so there was no expectations. Whereas All Stars, I think there's a little more expectation. And there's a little more like you almost have something to prove a little bit when you come into All Stars. Whereas season 14, I went in saying I didn't really care if I won. And so I think I had like on season 14, there was a lot more fun to be had because I didn't have expectations like I need to win. There were girls on season 14 that were like, I need to win. But not me. I was just chilling. And it just so happened that it benefited me because I stayed till the end, except for one episode. Which All-Star seasons did I turn down? Maybe I'll give you that another time, but I can't right now. Which early seasons should you watch? Anything 4 to 6. Those are like, in my opinion, that's the golden era of Drag Race, 4 to 6. Those are the best seasons of Drag Race, hands down. So Lydia's amazing. Period. Ernesto, you were there. I love that. Am I out for All Stars 11? Mama, you never know, honey. Oh my god, I need to watch Sibling Rivalry. I need to watch it. Love that. I'll see you there. Mark Anthony, please, 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 if you know a promoter, if you know a way in, I would love to come. But as of right now, I am not on the schedule. But if there's any promoter or like a DM that I can, you know, get into, please let me know. Who besides Lydia did I expect not to be on the cast? Honestly, I did not expect to see Acid Betty on the cast. Um, in my opinion, she should have been back a long time ago. Like, she's so fucking sickening. Like, she's otherworldly. I just didn't think she would have ever said yes. You know, she has a huge. I have been to Minneapolis, my first year of drag for Silky's birthday. So that was fun. Minneapolis, here I come. Um, yeah, I just didn't think she would ever say yes. Thank you so much. They kind of I thought I got the same on my toes. Ew, this is gross. But they're kind of different. But yeah. San Antonio. DM me that, love. Oh. Who were you hoping to be on All Stars 10 cast but wasn't? Ooh, okay. I would have loved to see Cornbread back. I think it's high time. I would love to see someone like Selena S. Titties. Also, I would have loved to see a season 16 girl. Like maybe Morphine. Um, I know like I would have loved to see Plain Jane back, honestly, or like Saphira. Yeah. Were you happy so many? Yes, I was very happy. Yeah, I honestly, Cornbread was winning our season. Let's wake it up. If Cornbread's fucking knee didn't go click, she was winning our season. I love Miss Mistress. We also met to see Ginger Minch. No, girl. Like, why stop someone's blessings? If RuPaul calls you and you're up for it, why not? Hey, Shy. Would y'all say the same thing about when the winners went back to all winners? No. No, I have not been to Minnesota. I actually thought of moving to Minnesota. No, is it Minnesota or Michigan that is a safe space for LGBTQ plus? Deja, this is holding back my thoughts. Oh, thank you, Remy. Love you, Aiden. Aiden, no. Aiden, no. Aiden, no. Oh, that's a good question. What made you think that All Star 10 was the right time for you? If I'm being 1,000% honest, I didn't. I didn't know if it was going to be the right thing for me. I think, I don't know if you guys saw the Entertainment Weekly, but basically I was still recovering from surgery. So we filmed in May, and my complications, I was not even able to get back on stage until March. Okay. And with a tummy tuck and all that stuff, your recovery takes at least a full like year to be fully healed. And I was going into it maybe like 4 months later. So I wanted to prove to myself that I could do it. But the main, like, one of the main reasons is because I really, like, had no idea if, like, All Stars would still be a thing in the future. They had asked me for previous seasons, and I always said no. So I'm like, okay, well, let me say yes. And honestly, with the format, I was like, oh, this is a brand new thing, brand new everything. So might as well. And it's All Stars season 10. Like, yes. So I think that's the main reason why I went back. I don't know if I went back at like, I just didn't want to like say no again and then be like, girl, well, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Like, my first drag name. So funny enough, I once I stepped foot out of drag, my name was Deja Skye. But whenever I was thinking of doing drag, my name was Sasha Diamond. Glad I was not Sasha Diamond. Healing from surgery is so hard. Yes, it is very hard. And then healing from surgery, along with the pressure of a competition, is kind of crazy. Did I vibe more or less competitive overall with All Stars? I wasn't really competitive on season 4. I guess I should just be more competitive in general. I don't know what it is. Like, on both seasons, I just don't think, and like, I mean competitive in like the mindset of like, I'm not saying cutthroat, because competitive does not mean cutthroat all the time. But like, I don't know what it is. I just don't think I have a competitive spirit when it comes to drag. I just don't think you should have a competitive spirit when it comes to drag. Obviously, it's a competition show and you want to win, but like, I just hate when like drag artists are compared to each other and like read each other down. Like, I can't. No, no, we were in actually a really nice hotel. Thank you so much. How long have I been painting? I've been doing drag since 2011. So 14 years. Yeah, it'll be 14 July 6th. Yes, July 6th is my 14 years. Wow. My first song I ever performed was H&M. H&M was S&M by Rihanna. Yeah, it's crazy. Yes, baby. The mug is always going to be right. Hi, hello. Um yeah, there's a lot of negativity in the. That would have been sickening. I think they tried to do a sequel for 15, it just flopped. What song do I wish Queens would retire? I Have Nothing by Whitney Houston, only because I feel like everyone and their mom has done it. I've never done it, but I feel like it's just one of those songs of like, once I hear, dun, 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 I'm like, mother, again. Girl, I've been in shows. So comment below, are there any drag artists here? Comment below. But I've been at shows, um, not every show goes through song choices. Not every single show um goes through song choices of like who's doing what. So I've been at shows where like two girls did I Have Nothing and they didn't even change. They didn't even try to change. I'm like, well, obviously the person who's going first is going to benefit from it because you're going first. But I've literally been at shows where like people have done I have nothing and I'm like twice and I'm like, you didn't want to just change it. What's one makeup trend you wish would be over? Blush blindness. Blush blindness. I am so over it. I love blush. I am heavy handed on the blush, but I blend my blush. And I hate when people will just take a brush, dip it. Pff, I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. It's so ugly to me. Like, and it's not even like 80s looking or like I'm just like, please blend it. Like, it literally is just. Georges does not have blush blindness. She has a lot of blush, but that shit is blended. That shit is blended. Acacia is one of the girls, and kind of Lydia too are two of the girls that it is just a thing of red, and I'm like, Candy Muse, her blush has actually calmed down, but her blush at one point was like a lot. I would love to do another. There was actually a reality TV. Well, it was actually a game show that has reached out to me, which I'm gonna be on very soon. But basically, in the TV world, there is a year clause. You can't be on any other network. I don't know if that's a Paramount thing. I know it's not a WoW thing. I think it's a Paramount thing, or maybe a VH1 thing. But there's a year clause. You can't be on any other TV show from the last day of airing for 1 year. So it's not even. So it's not even like once you. It's like once the last episode airs, 1 year from that, you cannot be on a TV show. I would love y'all any club that you would love for me to come. DM me. DM the club. Like I am not afraid to reach out to clubs myself at all. Like, please, if you want me at your club, I would love to come. I want to be booked, honey. Which raccoon besides RuPaul is your biggest icon? New Zealand. Oh my god, I love Kiwi people. I would love to come to New Zealand. Yeah, please. Roscoe's. I'll be at Roscoe's not this weekend, next weekend. So the 16th. I'll be there. Which drag queen besides RuPaul is my RuPaul is not my like RuPaul isn't I look up to RuPaul, but like RuPaul wasn't my like number one like icon. I would say like someone like actually I'm gonna leave that alone. I would love to come to Michigan. Roscoe's is in Chicago. Okay, Lubbock, Club Luxor. I have reached out to them and I think we're gonna be working together very soon. Someone said, do you have any advice for staying positive during this time? I know it's hard. I know it's hard. But I think Courtney Act said this, that if you feed into the negativity and you're being negative yourself, it's hard for you to counterbalance that. So it's so easy for us to throw shade and be anywhere, y'all, anywhere. DM me on Instagram, on TikTok. DM me. I would love to come anywhere. I really would. Like, and I am very reasonably priced, and I am down to adjust bookings. Like, I am not one to say no to a booking unless there's a conflict, obviously. Do you feel like you made yourself proud this season, Deja? Yes, because I was able to do it while recovering. So I do think I made myself proud. Now I'm not gonna do what Kane say, Mama. I'm gonna get torched, honey. As of now, no. But if you would love to be in Salt Lake, DM me, honey. New York. Well, I'm gonna be in New York tomorrow for press week. I've been in New York like a couple times, at least once a year. Hey, Kyle. Ooh, good. My favorite TV show is Baddies. What's your 3 drag needs for a venue? I need AC. I need sugar-free Red Bull and a spotlight. Those are the 3 things that I hands down need. The first episode comes out May 9th. Oh, thank you so much. I have not been to Kansas City. Do you have a writer? I do have a writer, and like it's literally just like because I redid my writer for All Stars. It's literally just towels, AC. I don't even need a private dressing room. I love being with the girls. So sugar-free Red Bull, like because I don't drink, so I don't need vodka or anything. But yeah, it's not anything crazy. Thank you, baby. If you would have a Corey Lydia Showmans, who would you have it with? Daya. Yes, you guys, I'll be at Roscoe's May 16th. I live in Vegas. There's somewhere specific that would send you a tag fan art. Instagram. I always see all my Instagram stories. I mean, it's holding back my thoughts. Yes, it's gonna be 2 episodes. Ooh. One writer said bananas. I require this, and bananas. I did see that. What's the crazy experience you've had in drag? What's the craziest experience you had in drag? I had a 3-way one time with a fan. Oh, well, technically 2 fans. Wait, you're only doing press? Yes, we're only doing press in NYC. Oopsie. Yes, there will absolutely be a Deja analysis of All Stars 10. So my schedule right now, I'm going to be doing, I know. It's not a flex. Someone asked me a question, whore. Just kidding. So my schedule, every week I will be recreating one of my All Stars 10 sisters makeup, which I'm so freaking sad about. I already filmed 2. And then throughout, I will also be doing Deja analysis for All Stars 10. Yes, I was on it, but I'm still going to read everybody. I don't know. I would love to come to Boston. My favorite non-Rue girl. Ooh, my favorite non-Rue girl. I love Eva Destruction. There is a drag artist named Yaya, the artist in Sacramento, who I've worked for 4 years. I don't know how she hasn't been on. There is, I don't know her drag name, but there is a makeup artist called Mugs by Chris from Florida. Sickening. And my all-time favorite makeup artist in general, her name is Ellis Atlantis. Mama, you already know. She's from the UK. She's everything. The best makeup on this earth. I have absolutely been to Hawaii for a gig, and I would love to come back. I was in Honolulu for a little brunch moment. I was there for like a week. It was the best time of my life. I would love to come back. Yes, Chris Dion. Work. Thoughts on Dragula? Love it. I have not watched the current seasons because honestly, Titans ruined it for me. But I rewatched Titans. The reason why Titans ruined it for me because it was so overly produced. And what I love about Dragula is they're supposed to be the opposite of Drag Race. Drag Race is extremely produced. Like, extremely produced. So the thing about Dracula was the first 3 seasons were so authentic and I loved it. And then once Titans went around, I could tell the reason why Abora didn't go home so many times because obviously that little love triangle. I could tell that they told certain girls, "Hey, go stir up the pot." I hated it. I hated it because I'm like, this is supposed to be opposite of Drag Race. This is supposed to be authentic. So, what inspired your promo makeup look? My normal makeup. That's a normal eye shape that I go for. I love blonde brows, and then I wanted to add a pop of color somewhere. I did because it was so neutral with the brown hair and everything. So I decided to add blue because blue is really good with orange. I take like 45 minutes. I don't like to take long. I give myself an hour to do my makeup, but I'm usually done within 45 minutes. Unless I'm doing something special, I usually will take no more than an hour and a half, though. Thank you. Love Coco. Kane, not the other Coco. Work. No, I would never do Survivor Girl. Wait, Deja, who's your favorite non-worker host for? I already said that. Sitting on the lives with the comments. Thank you, baby. Who was the first one you said? I can't remember the name. My favorite. Eva Destruction. Hello. You know I can't do that. I have no idea, girl. I did not watch Drag Race España. I'm so sorry. Hi, babe. Yes, Eva wasn't Dragula, but I was a huge fan of her. So my two favorite entertainers of drag of all time are Eva Destruction and Sasha Colby. And I was a huge fan of them before they were on their subsequent drag seasons. Nehelenia, I do love her. Thank you, baby. Thank you. These are from Shein. What do you think was the biggest Drag Race robbery? Me not winning the DragCon panel challenge. Stunts, shenanigans and stunts. Shenanigans and stunts. Mama, girl, I said, oh, y'all really are just playing with me. Girl, and I was too nice to go off on production, but when I tell you I want to go off so bad because I'm like, y'all are really just playing. Y'all are really just playing. Like, it's but when I tell you I want to go off so bad because I'm like, y'all are really just playing. Y'all are really just playing. Like, it is all for storyline. Yes. I think every drag queen or drag performer has a little bit of delusion, but we'll see. Thank you, baby. I think the reason why drag artists are delusional is because it's your own creation. So you think that what you're doing is the best, right? You may not speak that, you may not say that, but what you portray on stage and what you create and look in the mirror, you think that that's what it is, right? So like, I think that that's where the delusion comes from, right? And then you expect like the world to just like get it. And it's always not that way, you know? Thank you, baby. They're from Shein. I just use the frames because I have no brows and I also look really good in glasses. So I take off the frames because I don't want to clean them. And that's what I learned from Drag Race is you can't have frames. Thank you. You're so sweet. I love you guys too. Sheena, how you, baby? My first time I got into drag was July. Oh, first time I got into head to toe drag and went outside was July 6, 2011. No, obviously, if you wear normal glasses, you can, but basically, in confessionals, you have to have no frames because of the lens glare. Yeah, Anastasia has a ton of good products. Their palettes are unmatched, in my opinion. All their makeup palettes are so creamy and good. They're very high quality. I also love their setting powder. I don't use their dip brow, but their dip brow is pretty good. I've been to Palm Springs. I think I'm going back to Palm Springs in November. It's on my calendar, I think, for Palm Springs Pride. I could be wrong. If you want me to come anywhere, like I keep saying, tag me, DM me who I should talk to, and I will definitely DM them because I would love to come anywhere. Thank you, baby. Oh, what was I saying about the frame? Oh, yeah. So there's glare with the camera. There's glare. So I don't have any frames with lenses in them. But there's like glare, so it looks really bad on camera. But yeah, like I said, plenty of times. If there's any club venue that you want me to attend, please DM me. I can DM that. I'm really not afraid to reach out for a gig. Thank you. Thank you so much, love. I look stunning in my promo, so I don't know what bitches be a girl. Haters. You're watching season 14 for the first time? Wow. St. Louis. I was there. I did. What is the bar in St. Louis? Pitchers. No? Pitchers? Is it Pitchers in St. Louis? Am I tripping? I've been to Hamburger Mary's Long Beach. I will definitely reach out to Miss Jules. No, I will not. Love. Come on, taste. I have never been to Dallas except for Work the World, but I've not been at a gig in Dallas. So, mama, bring me to Dallas, honey. Yeah, that's wild, right? I will say you didn't have to create 14 looks, you know? Like, I'm not going to give the exact number away, but it was 14 looks that you had to do. Yes. Come on, Fresno. What is your favorite lip sync song you've ever performed? My go-to song is I'm Your Baby Tonight by Whitney Houston. Yes. Because that's my main thing is a lot of people complain about like a stagnant All-Stars where you kind of know what to expect. And this is so fresh. It's so different. Who's your favorite from season 17? Anya and Lexi. Those are my favorites. Yes. Thank you, baby. Designer Dusko. Hi, babe. Oh my God, I've said this before. Dream Drag Race One Way category. That hasn't been shown yet. I don't know. But a dream category that I wanted to do was the Hello Kitty Ball. I would have loved to do that one. I love Lydia. Y'all are asking me a question. I love Lydia. I just love Anya and Lexi. Like, I just love them. Thank you, baby. Oh my God, they should totally do a Lady Gaga musical. That would be epic. Favorite from season 16. I love Morphine. And Saphira. Those are probably my favorites. My favorite from All Stars 10 is anyone from season 14. Girl, I gotta go to bed soon. I have to be up in like 6 hours. Saphira, I'm glad she waited. Because, like, Saphira is one of those girls that, like, she's so freaking talented that I'm like, wait a little while and then come back. I would love to see an all winner season on Drag Race. I mean, an all villain season. That would be iconic. Oh my God. And Jiria's step down look. Mama. It is sickening. Thank you. Oh my God. So, oh, a runner up season. So, I would love to come back to be a mentor. Oh my God. Absolutely. Honestly, if when Drag Race calls, I'm coming. Um, so season 8 of All Stars was originally supposed to be, from what I heard, and this is just a rumor because I'm in the Drag Race realm and I hear things from producers and stuff. It was originally supposed to be a early out season. Season 8 was originally supposed to be an early out season. And then it obviously changed. It migrated into a bunch of different things. But the reason why I think this is really true is because, remember on season 14, we did an homage to First Outs. And I had heard that they were going to be casted for All Stars 8, like on the season. So I was like, okay. So, and obviously it just changed. I don't know why it changed. I don't know if they just thought maybe it wasn't going to be like a fun season, but early outs get such a bad rap, and like that's why I love this new All Stars format, because there's so many girls. There are a lot of opportunities for girls like Phoenix, like Nicole Page Brooks, that like maybe wouldn't have quote unquote gotten a call immediately, but I love that like they're actually getting a chance and showing their progress and showing, I would love that. I would love themed All Stars 2. I think would be fun. And not even a full season. Do like a little spin-off, little 6 episodes. I think that would be so sickening. My favorite winner of all time is Bianca Del Rio. Mistress is a girl how you would expect her to be on set. I hope that Anitra is on Slasian, the Slasian season. I really hope she's on that, because that would be sickening. I also kind of really hope that Jujubee's on that season too. Do you think anyone... So I know Marina Summers, and I know that Taste were offered All Stars 10 as well. Sorry if like that's a spoiler, but I know that those two were asked if they were interested for All Stars. Yeah, Anitra would eat. There would be no winning in a lip sync. Jujubee for All Stars 11, please. I think I did hear though that Jujubee said she would never compete again on a drag race. A drag competition. She would never compete on a drag competition. She would do other things like shows and stuff, but she said she would never compete again. Have I worked? Yeah, I worked with Willow on Work the World, but that was our like first year. So I have not worked with her since. Ooh, who would I... Early outs, I would definitely book Kimura Hall. I would love Rock'em Sakura. I would love to see Hershey Liqueur. I mean, is Maddie technically in? Yeah, Maddie's an early out, so I would love to see Maddie. Oh my God, I would love to see Calorie Kardashian. Layla McQueen. Oh my God, I would love to see Honey Mahogany and Honey, is it her last name? Balenciaga? Honey Balenciaga? Honey from season 11. Yeah, there's a lot. Dita Ritz is not an early out girl. Davenport, oh my God, why did I think Honey Balenciaga? That's the Boger. Honey Davenport, I'm sorry. I love her. I don't think I have a BFF from Drag Race. I mean, I pretty much get along with everyone except for maybe a handful of girls, and that's because they either don't like me for no reason, or they probably don't like me for a reason, but I. Girl, don't get me started on Australia. So let me tell you, the hardest tour to get booked for is anything ITD. Like, I have reached out to them so many times. I just get the runaround. They only book popular girls, and not a lot of girls of color, if I'm being 1,000% honest. So I love Australia. Australia is actually the reason why I wanted to do drag. Australian drag was like my first seeing of drag. But it is what it is. You too? Miss you. I cannot. You're gonna have to watch the season, baby. Someone said something about AHS or something. What would I tell season 14 Deja Skye if I went back? To be a little bit more competitive, I think. Because I definitely think that Drag Race... What is the word I'm looking for? I always use this word, and now I am going blank. I think Drag Race on season 14, production really used that to their advantage and my disadvantage. Because if I didn't win, I was just so fine with it. I was like, oh, it's fine. But then there would be challenges where I really deserved to win. Like, I'm going to call a spade a spade. I should have had 3 wins on Drag Race season 14. I should have definitely had the Super Teas. I should have absolutely had the moderator. And I should have absolutely, obviously, had Snatch Game. So I should have had 3 wins going out of Drag Race. But because I was constantly being, like, nonchalant about things, and I would say in confessionals, oh, I don't really care if I win. They really kind of, like, exploited that. That's what I was looking for. They exploited that. And they were like, okay, well, if you don't want to win, then we're not going to give you the wins. And then they exploited that to the T. And they were like, okay, well, she doesn't want to win, so let's just give the win to someone else. So I do think that on season 14, I would have kept my mouth shut about that kind of stuff. And I definitely think I would have been a little bit more competitive. Hi, love. Thank you, Ruben. Yeah, I would love to see Vanity Mirror. I would love to see, there's another Queen Canary I would love to see. I would love to see artist named Yaya. She lives in Sacramento. I would love to see, I think those are the ones that I would love to see at the top of my head. Super T is my favorite challenge ever I love it. Yes, I saw Emma B's reaction. She was actually nice to me, so I'm not worried about it. Are we watching your season now, and did you feel like it would never end? Full transparency, they're my favorite people in this world. I love Georges and Jasmine. The reason why it was never ending is because they really loved Georges and Jasmine, and they needed them to, like, stay around. And they just were not killing the challenges on our season. So it was almost like, we get it that you love them. Rue is giving Georges her, like, left kidney. We get it that you love them. But it was more or less like, okay, but y'all are clearly saving those girls. And I'm like, but if they're not killing it, we're just going to be dragged on. Do you know what I mean? Like, and so it didn't feel like it was never ending. It was more or less like, that's why I felt annoyed that I was a casualty for the double elimination. I was like, what the heck? Like, because I was like, I was killing the entire competition. Obviously, I fumbled the talent show. But other than that, I was, like, pretty consistent throughout the entire season. So I was like, damn. So I flubbed once, and then boom. So that's where the annoyance was. I don't think it dragged on for us. We were just more or less like, okay. My favorite look is my shoulder pads. Was I gagged to see Georges? No, because I knew she was going to be there. We had talked. Thank you. Were you nervous? Yes. RuPaul makes me nervous. Because RuPaul to me is like a father figure. And so I didn't have a good relationship with my father. And so I almost feel like I saw a lot of him in her, and I felt like I needed to, like, constantly do well with Rue. And so I think that made me nervous, and that was one of my downfalls. Even on like season 14, I felt like it was very much like I wanted to make her proud, you know? And like Rue, it's said all the time, like Rue doesn't care about us. I think Rue cares about us to an extent. Obviously, he cares more about the show. But I think that Rue cares to an extent, he cares about us. And I will say, I know that I was one of his favorites for season 14. Rue is not in the editing room, okay? Rue is not in the editing room. But I feel like if Rue was in the editing room, I would have gotten a lot more screen time on season 14 because he really did like me. Hi, Gibby. From Italy. Buongiorno. Seeing him and her. Mama, come on. Love the glasses. Thank you. How do you feel about Abilene Miller work? Hi, babe. Yes, you can clearly tell who Rue's favorite. So let me tell you a little story. I don't even know if it made air. So our first day on set for season 14, after you do your entrances, you do your walkthrough with the Rue. Okay, so when we obviously for season 14 there was only 7 girls in the room because it was a split premiere. So I don't remember the order, but I do remember that I was after Georges. And so I did my little thing. It was cute. Whatever. I was gagged that Rue was like, you were one of the first queens casted, and I knew I had to have you here. So I was gagged and I was crying in the corner because I was like, oh my God, like everything I've wanted is finally coming true. So Georges went up, and Georges literally made Rue laugh for like, I kid you not, 15 minutes by doing nothing. And I remember what he said. He said, Georges, you're a little drag queen. Do you also have little dresses? And I swear to God, Rue made himself laugh for so long. And Georges is looking around. Georges was nervous. Georges was like, oh my God, he hates me. And Georges is looking around. Georges was nervous. Georges was like, oh my God, he hates me. And I literally, because I was sitting by Lady Camden watching this, and I told Lady Camden she's gonna make it far. And she was like, why do you say that? And I was like, if Rue is obsessed with you, Rue has the final say. At the end of the day, Rue has the final say. If she don't want you to go, you ain't going. You ain't going nowhere if Rue don't want you to go. Okay? Obviously, when it comes down to the end, it's a little bit different. But I literally remember like being like, she's gonna make it far, and it's because not only is she sickening, but Rue is obsessed with her already. So you would just see how Rue would speak to her, and you were like, he loves her, like loves her. And so yeah, you can definitely tell on seasons in the workroom who they're favoring. And it kind of sucks because you want to continue to push yourself and you want to continue to, do your best. But when it comes to a time where you're looking around and you're like, damn, like, okay, well, they clearly love this person, so I have no chance. It comes a time where you're like, that is a true thing, But yeah. Thank you, baby. Do you think she loved our dress? Is that? Yes. Yeah, because and Georges like came up to me and she was like, oh my God, I think he like hates me. And I was like, girl, no, like he loves you. Someone asked me, do I know kind of what the edit is like? Yes and no. On season 14, I did not know that Deja was gonna get the villain edit. Calling a spade. I did not know that Deja was gonna get the villain edit. And I also thought that Jasmine was gonna get the villain edit. I also thought that Bosco was gonna get the villain edit. And I also thought that I was gonna get more screen time. So you don't know how the edit is gonna come across, but you kind of can see in the room who is being favored and who production just really cares about. Like take me for instance. I don't know what it was, but the first 4 outs of my season. So I thought I was going to get the mom edit. I thought that I was going to get the congenial edit. That's what everyone was telling me. All the freaking time. The girls were like, you're going to be Miss Congeniality. You're just so lovely. They like you, blah, blah, blah. So all the first outs, the day that they got eliminated, the first 4, the day that they got eliminated, production told me to go talk to them. Like, me and June, we were both in foster care. So they wanted us to talk about that. me and Orion, both of our moms, suffer from bipolar and schizophrenia. So that was something we had in common. Me and Alyssa, we were talking about how I was embraced by the Latin community because they thought I was Latin. And then with Maddie, there was a makeup comment, and so I was helping her with her makeup. So that's why I was like, oh, I'm gonna be seen a lot on my season. I'm gonna be seen a lot. And then none of it aired. Not one thing aired. And I was like, that's just crazy. Like, not one thing aired. And so it's more or less like, I don't know where the disconnect was. I don't know if I'm not good for TV. I don't know if they just preferred other storylines. And I talked to our story editor, which I despise. I cannot stand her. I'm not going to say her name, but nobody likes her. But I talked to our story editor quite a few times, and I was just like, why is this not being shown? Why is that not being shown? Where was this at? Where was that at? And it was frustrating because I'm like, story editors will ask you to talk about stuff. So you naturally will talk about things, but story editors, there are certain storylines that story editors want you to talk about. So they'll be like, hey, Deja, bring this up to blah, 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 because it's going to be a compelling thing. And then when you are talking every single episode, you are getting all these storylines out, and then you see the final edit and there's nothing. It is the hardest pill to swallow because you put your entire career and livelihood in the hands of these editors and producers. And then when you feel like you've given everything that they wanted and it's not reciprocated, it's hard. It is a hard pill to swallow. And that's what I felt on season 14. I really felt like I was just overlooked. And on set, I felt like I never ever felt on set that I was overlooked or overshadowed or being talked over or anything like that. And then when you see the edit and I'm like, my Snatch Game episode that I won, it was supposed to be my crowning glory. I was in it for 5 minutes. I kid you not. I was in it for 5 minutes. The episode was more or less about the other girls doing bad than me doing bad, than me doing amazing. Like, the one episode that should have been centered around me was not. I had one or two confessionals in during the Snatch Game. I had the little moment, obviously the walkthrough with Rue, and then even at the mirror, I had nothing. So I'm like, what? I'm confused. Like, I'm so confused. It was infuriating, and like, I'm not a producer. I'm not an editor. I'm none of those things. So I don't know what goes into aspects like that. I really, truly don't. I can just speculate. I just have theories. But I just don't know what the reasoning behind certain things is. I really don't know. I don't know why this person's edited out and this person is shown more. I really truly don't know. I do know that they edit throughout the season. Clock that motherfucking T. They edit throughout the season because I do think that they pick up what fans put down. So, like, in my opinion, one of my theories is I don't think that they initially wanted Deja to be the villain until I think they saw the fans were kind of like, oh my God, she's so mean, she's that. And then I think they really kind of like cranked it to 100. And then kind of similarly, I think with Willow, I think that they saw that people just instantly fell in love with Willow. Instantly fell in love with her. And I think that they just showed her more. Like, I think on Snatch Game, I think Willow was shown more than me on Snatch Game. So, I know for a fact they edit throughout the season. And they will take stuff out. And so maybe because I didn't get the reaction from fans, I kind of just solved my own theory. Maybe because I didn't get the reaction from fans, that they were kind of like, okay, well, she's not really a favorite, so let's put in more Georges or, But who fucking knows, you guys? But that's just me being a conspiracy theorist. I hope I'm gonna be shown more. Yeah, All Stars is a different story editor, so we'll see if she does her job. But I do love her. Do you think that they know who should win? Yes, I do think that they have. I think for All Stars they definitely have a winner in mind. I think for regular season they have a top three in mind, and it's like clearly evident. But I definitely think for All Stars they have a winner. Like, no shade, I love her. I think she absolutely deserved to win All Stars. But Jimbo, like, you could tell that they clearly wanted her to win from day one. You know? My favorite moment from my season was. Oh my God, that's such a good question. I think my favorite moment from my season was probably my first walkthrough with Rue, just hearing how much he appreciated my drag and he like wanted me there. So I definitely think that yeah, I think. And yeah. Does Rue give more love to Lydia or Georges? They're both you could just tell they're his favorites, so I think it's like both, you know. Yeah, I did lip sync solo. Thank you, baby. Of course a Britney fan. Hello. I did not make any of my runways for All Stars. Where are you watching the premiere? I'm watching the premiere like 3 times, but I'm watching the premiere in Seattle. So if you're in Seattle, you guys, check me out at Queer Bar. Thank you. Hi, babe. Thank you, love. My favorite from season 12. My favorite from season 12. Probably Jada. Yeah, I think Jada's my favorite from season 12. Yes, K-Town. I would love to come to Brazil. Come to Brazil. Thank you, baby. Yes! Oh my God! Someone said, was the Gassy Daytona win reveal a gag? Y'all, that was a genuine gag. I'll be in NYC tomorrow. We'll be there for press week. A genuine gag. So, whenever we were getting ready for Daytona Win, they were saying it's very soap opera style. So it's very dramatic. It's very telenovela. Like when you say your line, really pause and get those dramatic pauses. So we're like, okay, they're gonna like zoom in on us, you know, very like Jackie Collins vibes, right? So we're like, okay. But they were emphasizing the pauses. They're like, you really need to pause on certain things and look away and squint and do that stuff. It didn't dawn on us. We're like, okay, this is fine, right? Like, but I was like feeling it. I was like, oh. And then I remember, I think I don't know what accent I was trying to do, but I was in my like. I think at first I was trying to do a country accent, but then didn't work. And Rue was like, girl, that's not working. So I'm very cerebral, and I am very much like, okay, so whenever I do choreography or anything like that, I am very a consistent performer. It's hard for me to adjust something that is already in my brain and body. So when I was doing my like quote unquote accent and she was giving me notes, it was like hard for me to like adjust. I think I was funny in some aspects. Do I think I was the best? No. Do I think it was the worst? Hell no. But so basically like all those things were happening and we're like, okay. So then they rolled out the TV because we actually saw it on the main stage. And so obviously I was the first fart. And so I was like, did they catch that on like my mic? Because you're mic'd up. I was like, What? Then I say another line, and then it says another, like, it was like a louder one. I was like, what is this? And then it all made sense. And I was like, this is so freaking iconic, because I don't think that our Daytona win would have been as good. Because Daytona win is one of, like, I think the highly rated episodes of our season. I think the highly rated episodes was Daytona Wind and Moulin Rouge. I think those were the two highest rated of our season. And so, and how funny, Camden won both. But we're like, I just don't think it would have been as iconic without the farting sounds. But I thought it was sickening. Yeah, well, I don't know. I didn't know that they added stuff. They didn't tell us that they were going to add these things. So, if I was on season 50, who would be my biggest threat? Anya, duh. She's good at everything. We watched it on, they roll out a screen. So whenever we watch, okay. I don't think it's a secret, to me anyways. So they do what is called a quick edit, a quick turnaround edit. They edit that entire night, you guys. People do not sleep on the set of Drag Race, including Queens. We do not sleep. So we watched a quick edit of everything on the main stage. We watched Super Tease. We did not see our 60s, but that's because we filmed it that day. So the 60s girl group, we filmed at like 7 a.m. in the morning, and then we still had to do our runway. That's why we didn't see it. But we watched Super Tease. We watched the PSA. We watched Daytona Wind. Were those the only ones that had like a visual? Yeah, I think. But we watched them in real time on the main stage. They like roll out of TV. And keep in mind, everything is on the cutting room floor. So for Super Tease, we watched the full entire edit. They edited out a lot of my stuff on the actual. So obviously, Angeria won that episode. Great, lovely sister. But we actually watched the full Super Teases, and there was a lot more me in it. And that's why everyone was like, Deja's going to win. Like, Deja's going to win. She was so funny. But obviously, when they show it for TV, it needs to make sense with the winner. Because if they showed a bunch of me, but then Angeria won, it'd be like, whoa. I mean, it would have worked out for me, because I would have been like, she's robbed. You know what I mean? But I had a full monologue at the end. Like, I had a ton of stuff that they didn't show in the final edit. But we see like a rough draft. We see like a quick rough draft of everything. Hi, babe. Yeah, but it's not like a fully edited everything. But the one that was impressive to me was the Super Tease, because they added the cow thing. They added all that stuff and like so quick, like right there. George, have fun being blocked, asshole. We're not going for bullying, you guys. We're not going for bullying. Yeah, the editors, I'm telling you, they have like... So on set, there's 200 people on set at all times. Addison, yes. There's 200 people on set at all times. That's why when like stuff gets leaked, I'm like, of course someone leaked it. Like, there's so many people. I auditioned 3 times for Drag Race, and then I got on. I did have fun. Yeah, 200 people on set at all times. So... And editors are working nonstop. Producers are working nonstop. Story, like everyone. It is crazy. My favorite makeup product right now, my face. My favorite makeup product, or maybe like a makeup product I don't think I could live without, is probably like a translucent powder. Probably. Yes, the hotel is pretty spacious. So, thank you, baby. You're so sweet. My favorite place in Fresno? What do you mean? Yes. Oh, I know that this is common knowledge, but maybe people in here don't know. So you film runways twice. You film runways with full music, loud music. Oh my God. And also, okay, sorry. Let me, okay, keep that thought. keep that thought. When you do the runway, pretty much anything, when you do any performance thing, you do it twice. Talent show, you do your performance twice. Moulin Rouge, twice. Every performance twice. That way they can get different angles and different, like, angles. So for runway 2, you do it twice. You do it with music, and then you do it in complete silence and have the judges say their comments. So, and I remember it was so funny. You could tell, cause you could tell the outfits that the judges really loved because they would have a lot of commentary for it. And then you could tell that like the outfits, the judges were like, cool. So like our red resort wear for the ball, period, Moulin Rouge, period. The red resort wear for the ball challenge. So I was in like a pretty like ethereal dress. It was fine. But then Jasmine was in like lobster claws. So Jasmine goes out and it's like commentary. I go out and they're like, ooh, red. Because it's just like, you know, like you can see if there's a cool concept or something that they can really talk about. But it was like purple hair, you know? But yeah, okay. So that's what I was trying to say about BMW. Oh my God, what was I trying to say? Oh my God, Deja. Oh my God, Deja. Please remember. Oh, y'all. So you do not, by the way, thank you for the crown. You do not have a walkthrough or a practice on the runway. They say, music, hit it. There's no rehearsal. So, and I really thought that we were at least going to like get a feel of the runway or something. No. It was like, go. Bye, bitch. So, season 13 and season 12's runway song was Bring Back My Girls, right? That was a runway song. So we're like, okay, we're probably going to get that song, blah, blah, blah. Go, we are back there. And then all of a sudden we hear, hit it with your catwalk. And we're like, we have a brand new song. And like Catwalk, in my opinion, is probably one of the best runway songs of any season. I think CoverGirl is sickening. I think Sissy That Walk are sickening. I think those are the best. But Catwalk is up there, you guys. Like Catwalk is perfect. Like, and I don't know if you guys have the album, but the Rue Prize version, that's the version that we actually walked to. We didn't walk to like the don't we didn't walk to that. So you guys can literally hear the version that we heard on repeat in the album, the Reprise version. So, and I love our song too because you can do like a fast, fierce walk. You could do a slow, sultry walk. You could do a mid-tempo walk. Like it was such a good vibe. Like our Catwalk is that girl. Do I know the main challenges before? No, you really don't. Obviously you know that like you're gonna have a snatch game, you're gonna have like some sort of performance challenge, there's gonna be some sort of action challenge, but you do not know specifics ever. Will you be there? Oh yeah, Star Baby was season 15's or season 16's. 'Cause you're a star, baby. That album, Chef's Kiss. That album in general is Chef's Kiss. Like, is sewing guaranteed to? I think every season has a sewing challenge. I think on like regular seasons, every season has some. I feel like every season has some sort of improv, some sort of comedy, a snatch game, some sort of sewing, some sort of performance. I think those are like the 5 that you know you're gonna get on Drag Race at some capacity. And so, yeah, those are the ones that you at least should like be knowledgeable of. Oh my God, you guys. So on All Stars, again, brand new format. We knew nothing about the format. So we thought that we didn't know that we were going to walk that runway. So you know how on Global, they just walk the runway and then they go into the workroom? That's basically what All Stars did. So we're like, wait, so we like prepared entrance lines, we did all this stuff, and then nothing. Oh, Rusical, you're right. Rusical was the staple. Every season had every season after season 6 had a Rusical, correct? Yes. Who were you afraid of before starting filming season 14? Considering this spoiler, who were? Say that one more time, please. I love Houston. Yeah, there's a craft area, and Georges would always, girl, this bitch is this tiny, but yet she ate all the snacks. She would always need a snack break. When they book me, baby, Johnny, have them book me, honey. I will be there. I love you too. Yes. So someone asked me, do you know the new stage before filming? So season 17 was the first season to have that new stage, and we basically got the dimensions of the stage for All Stars. So we're like, this is a new stage. And also too, like, this is not spoiler, this is just like a cool thing. We're on a different sound stage. So on I think, yeah, season 17 was the first season on this new soundstage. Because season, I want to say 10 to 16, maybe 12 to 16. We were always on the same studio. So that had 3 sound stages, and you would have to walk in between. Like, in between each sound stage. So you would have to go outside in the heat, blistering heat, pick up your costumes, try to not get them dirty. And so that was, but on the new seasons, as of 17, All Stars 10, 18, all that stuff, it's one huge soundstage. So you don't have to go outside at all. So you can go through each little thing, and it was, oh my God, it was the best. Because going from season 14, workroom is soundstage 1, challenge is soundstage 2, and runway is soundstage 3. So workroom, where you get dressed, you would have to walk all the way to soundstage 3. So you would have to try to not get your outfit dirty, all the wrinkles and stuff like that, like fucking up your heels on pavement. So I'm so glad for All Stars 10 that it was on one complete soundstage. You never had to go outside. It was so quick. Oh, it was amazing. Yeah, you can take smoke breaks. Yes, you get mic'd for runways. Because there's no, like, the only time that you take your mic off is if you lip sync for your life. That's the only time. But for runways, they keep it on because you do your runways and then you go straight to critiques. There's no, like, let's get remiked, everyone. No. It's do your runway, straight to critiques. But the only time you are not mic'd is when you lip sync for your life. That's the only time. Yes, girl, they can hear you go poop. Yes, I remember what. This is so embarrassing. I'm a hairy person, you guys. Okay, I am a hairy person. So for the last on season 14, when Jordan and I got eliminated, that runway I had I needed to have my back shaved, and I needed to have like body makeup on. So me and Jordan this was after the roast. Because we were changing for our runway. So Jordan and I, hello, that was my best friend on season 14. We were in the bathroom, and girl, we were talking up a storm. We were just talking about everything, and we're like, girl, they can literally hear us. But at that point, like, we knew there was only one episode left, and we're like, okay, well, it is what it is. But yeah, she was back there shaving my back. I think I may have seen you in downtown Summerlin. Probably. I live in Centennial Hills. My reaction to season 5. Yes, baby. How does production incentive drama? I can say for me, production has never come to me and asked me to do drama. So that's just for me. What made me come back to All Stars 10? I was recovering from surgery, and I had been asked for seasons before, and I said no. So I was really kind of scared that they would like never ask me back, and also too, the fact that it was a different format, and it was season 10 of All Stars. I had to say yes. My biggest competitor on season 14 was Cornbread. That was my biggest competitor. Who do you want to paint down from this season? Ooh, I would love to paint Tina. I would love to paint that brick. My skincare routine. I'm actually gonna do a video. People have asked me about this. I have hyperpigmentation from sun damage, and that's just me being stupid as a teenager. I was in cheer. So I would just be in the sun, getting all the sun damage and hyperpigmentation. I'm also melanated, so hello. But yeah, I will definitely make a full video of my skincare routine. Thank you. How does it feel to hear from all the... Wait! Someone said, how does it feel to hear from all the veteran queens call you the mug of the season? Drop them below, because I need to give them some love. Drop them below. Who has been saying that? Because I love them, and they're not lying. Drop it below, though. Comment below who has been talking amazing about this mug. Greg, you too. Period, Pamela. Bob him when I said that. Period. I'm going to go give them some love. Trinity too. Trinity's a big fan of mine. And by the way, I'm a big fan of theirs. I'm not saying it's a one-way street. Who do you expect on All Stars? I did expect a lot from season 14 because like we were that season and production really liked us. So I did expect at least a handful of girls from season 14. Evan, you're still here, Evan. Love that. Thank you for being... You're welcome, baby. What do you think of the... Oh my God, I'm so excited for the Drag King show. Okay, so like, full transparency, I really do not think that Drag Race would ever book a drag king. I'm not saying this is my opinion. I'm just saying I just don't think that on Drag Race, where the criteria is feminine, that they would ever book a drag king. And I'm so glad that they have their own platform. That being said, it did not need to be a drag king show for them to get their own platform. So Drag Race fucked up in that aspect. But I am so excited. And seeing Tenderoni as like a judge, mama. Yeah, I don't know where this conspiracy theory came, but for Lip Syncs for Your Life, you only perform it once. You don't perform it multiple times. Like, it's just one and done. And I thought the same thing. I thought whenever I did Fallen, I was like, oh my God, I have to do this lip sync again. And they were like, just one. Thank you. Was the food good? Yes. My fave drag kings. I love Tenderoni. There is a drag king in Sacramento. His name is Ryder. I love Ryder. It just depends. Someone asked me, are the lip syncs cut? So, when you first get there, the lip syncs are cut to what they want it to be. But they'll add songs last minute. They added Levitating last minute. They added Good For You last minute. So if it's a last minute song, they usually just have the song, like just the full song. And so, but for the most part, when you get your iPod, the songs will be cut to what they want. Yeah, of course. Thank you guys. Thank you for the love. I know a lot of you guys will screenshot this and probably get me in trouble, but it's okay. I'm not saying anything crazy. Landon is amazing. Who would I love to see on an all-winter season? I would love to see, of course, Willow. I would love to see Angeria back. Because I would just love to see Angeria back on a season that has a cash prize. Because I love her, but like, I'm like, mama. I would love to see Bianca and Bob. I know that they would never do it, but I would love to see it. I would love to see. I would love to see someone like Crystal Versace because I feel like a lot of people don't agree with her winning, and I would love for them to bring her back and her actually prove herself. I really would, to like show the bitches that like no. Of course, both Sashas. Um, oh my God, Envy Peru. Envy Peru is my number one. I would love Envy Peru on an all winter season. Please, please bring Envy Peru on an all winter season. She has the best makeup in Drag Race history. The best makeup in Drag Race history. And that's coming from a mug girl. The best makeup. Someone said, who would I want to see on an all villain season? I mean, if they're bringing back girls multiple times, if Mistress doesn't win this season, I'd love to see Mistress back. I would love to see Fifi O'Hara back. Oh, bitch. I would love to see that. I would love to see Gia Gunn. I would love to see... This is random, but it's going to make sense. I would love to see... Only because on season 4, Latrice did get the villain edit. I would love to see Latrice back as a wild card, just because it's like... She's not a villain, clearly, but she got the villain edit on like season 4 of All Stars, so I would love to see that. And I know that the girls will gag. Arietti. Yes, I would love to see Arietti. Girl, we're not doing that. We are not doing a cancel queen season. Girl, what? Why has there not been... Someone's asked me what my dream lip sync song is. Why has there not been a Missy Elliott song on Drag Race? Why? She's an icon. Her music is legendary. Like, we would love to see a Missy Elliott song. Come on. What do you mean? Like, Jules, we get it. You love her. I understand that. Yeah, there's never been a Missy Elliott song. There's also never been... There was a couple of artists that I'm like, why have they never been on Drag Race? I also have never seen a Shakira song. I also... Oh, also too, I want them to do like... I want them to do a Blackpink song, but Blackpink. Not the band. The OG Pink. Yeah, there's never been a Shakira song, which is wild. They've done Shake It Off on... Haven't they done Shake It Off on Drag Race? They did. Shake It Off was the lip sync that Roxy and Tatiana did. Someone said we need more dance music. Coda said they need more dance music. I'm talking Renaissance. I agree, but disagree. Because house and voguing, that could go wrong. That could go very wrong. So I personally feel like that shouldn't be on Drag Race as much, because then you would have people appropriating, you know. Yes, exactly. There hasn't been a Selena. I think there are certain artists, like, there will never be an Aaliyah song. There will never be a Selena song. And I think it's because the family doesn't want that. So that's just, you know. Hello. Adam, book me, baby. I would love to come to Houston. I love Houston. Yes, the disco songs always eat. Thank you, Drew P. Boss. Ah! Yes, I'm absolutely... I don't care if I was on All Stars 10. I'm absolutely doing Deja analysis for All Stars 10. I am letting us have it, okay? I have been to Philly a couple times, yes. Hi, Jessica. Hi, sister. Jessica! 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 When am I coming? When am I being booked, sister? Jessica, Mama, when am I being booked? Hello? Sister. Sister. No, but really, like, Mama, Cincinnati's calling my name, honey. I would love to come to New Zealand. From Greece. I love Greece. Oh. Yeah, but I'm having too much fun. Lucas said, girl, weren't you supposed to go to bed an hour ago? It's fine. I'll sleep on the plane. Oh, you just text me. Okay, love it. I'll text you back, baby. Croatia. Ooh, from Canada. How many outfits? A lot. Do you love Mistress? I do. Where are you flying to? I'm going to New York for press week. Do I have a favorite OG queen? You mean like from like the early seasons? Or what? Jessica, I don't like those battles. I love you, but I don't like doing those battles. Yes, I'm a swing in the RuPaul's Drag Race Live. Press week, yes. Press week in New York. I would love to come to Brazil. What kind of question is that? I would love to come to Brazil. I have a headband because I can. Oh, OG from one of the original, like, OG seasons. So, like, I would say, like, so season 1 through 3. I'm guessing that's what you're talking about. My favorite's Raja. I love Raja. And there's a lot of girls I used to love until I started working with them. And I'm like, oh, I don't like you anymore. Yeah, I think Raja was my favorite queen. And I love me some Rebecca Glasscock. I do. I love me some Rebecca Glasscock. That was a woman. That was a woman. Yeah, what do they say? Queen's reference, Raja is the reference. That's pretty sickening. Y'all know I'm not messy like that, but I'll have you speculate. Work. Love your friend. He's so sweet. Favorite episode on All Stars 10. Episode 1. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. They're from different seasons. Yeah, my favorite season of Drag Race is season 6. Is it scary standing next to Rue? No. You're just gonna have to tune in, baby. Yes. Hello, my love. How are you? One of my designers is in here. Hi, baby. Shadiest Queen from All Stars 10 is Acid Betty and Mistress Isabel Brooks. Yeah, Rue is just 5'7", but they take all the video from really down, so it looks. Is Michelle mean this season? I don't think Michelle's mean. I don't think Michelle's ever mean. I just think that there's times where Michelle, it's more of a personal taste, and I don't like that. And that's for any judge. When you judge a drag competition, I think that you should be judging for the queen as opposed to comparing and as opposed to your personal taste. And that's why I didn't like Santino. Because Santino was like, well, this is my taste. If you're not my taste, I don't like you. You know? Yeah, I think, no, like, I love Michelle. She's one of my favorite judges. Is Carson on this season? Yes. Favorite runway theme from all of Drag Race? Favorite runway theme? I just want to see that superhero theme back. You love Santino. No, you want to have sex with Santino. That's what it is. Adore's been asked multiple times for All-Star. She just hasn't come back. Thank you, baby. Hello, Tom Plum. Chapel. Ooh, we're not going to go there. My runway looks this season, I went with like 4 designers, maybe 5. No, oh my God, I went with a lot of designers. Actually, now that I think about it, there was a lot to work with. Not season 13. I'm not Candy Muse. Yes, I did see that the meme was Santino Acid. I will say one of my favorite designers that I worked with for All Stars, his name is Art de Fashion. He really saved me. One of my runway looks, and I'm going to talk about this on my channel. One of my runway looks, I worked with a designer that I never worked with before. He has worked with high-end girls, and his work is impeccable. Literally, one of his gowns was on season 2 of UK versus the World, and it was my favorite thing on that season. And I was like, oh my God, I'm so excited to work with you. Oh my God, like, please, I don't even care how much it is. So he sends me a sketch, and I was like, okay, this sketch is gorgeous. Like, this is beautiful, sure. So then he doesn't, I always ask for progress pictures. He wouldn't send me progress pictures. And I'm like, but I want to see progress pictures. Please, like, I want to just know that you're going in the right direction, or like, I want to be able to just like pause if it's not what I want. Like, All Stars is very important to me. He would not send me progress pictures. So he finally, it's done. I want to say it's like a week before we film. Maybe a week and a half before we film, because by the time he ships it, it was like 5 days before we film. I know it was 5 days before we went to go film that I got the garment. He sends me a picture. When I tell you, I was floored. And not in the good way. I was like, what the fuck is this? I was so upset because it looked nothing like the sketch. The colors were not even the same. The silhouette was not the same. Nothing like the sketch. So, again, it was only a week and I did not have money to just pay for another person. I was like, okay, well, maybe it's just giving avant-garde. I don't know. Maybe it's just giving high fashion. He sends it. When I tell you, it's one of the heaviest things I've ever put on my body ever in life. And, like, I love a big boy. Gets it in. I went to go to Art de Fashion because he made one of my gowns. So I brought the dress with me so we could try it on together because I didn't have a person to help me. And he's a designer. And I'm glad I brought it. I try on Art's dress. Fits impeccably. Gorgeous. Stunning. We're like, hey, can we try this on now? I put it on. And like we look at each other and I have tears in my eyes because I hadn't tried it on yet. And I have tears in my eyes and I'm like, I'm going to get red. This is the ugliest thing I've ever seen in my life. And I'm going to get red. I'm supposed to go back on All Stars and look fabulous. Like, it's supposed to be a glow up. And like, I'm like, Art, is there any way that you can like maybe make me a new garment? And he's like, I don't have time. I really don't have time. And I was like, okay. Because like a brand new garment is totally different. So I was like, okay. So then I was asking around other designers as well. And he was like, look, why don't I, and mama, when I tell you he saved my life, he saved my life. He was like, why don't you leave this here? And I will see what I can do. And that way, because I drove to LA to film, so I was going to pick up my finished garment anyways. So he was like, keep it here. I'm going to see what I can do in 4 days. And I was like, okay. And I said, honestly, whatever you can do, as long as it looks presentable, I'll take it. Mama, the pictures he showed me, I was like, he made the garment look exactly like the sketch, if not better. So he reconstructed, remolded, reshaped, added this, took off that. It was beautiful. So beautiful. And I could not thank him enough. I could not thank him enough. It literally went from a pile of trash to a masterpiece. So I am absolutely going to show the before and after. Absolutely later on. I don't want to call the designer out because I remember like fuming and messaging the designer, and the designer basically said, "I'm so sorry. I will give you another garment for free." It hasn't happened yet. I'm still waiting. For the right time and like the right thing to have in mind, because I want to have a clear thing. I want to have, this is what I want, make this. I don't want there to be any interpretation. I want this. But I don't want to be rude and call him out because, you know, like the garment was fixed, but I don't want to sketch. I want, this is what make me this. And if you can't make me this, I don't want it. But mama, oh my God. And then don't get me started. Do not get me started on wigs. Do not get me started on wigs. When I tell you, like, I went with a wig. Again, I'm not saying none of their names because I'm not saying any of their names. When I tell you I wanted to go with one wig designer, I wanted him to do all my wigs, and he said yes. Then apparently I must have forgotten or he didn't know the timeline. So I am that person. I will text you, hey, just asking for an update, any progress pictures? Because he sent me one wig and I was like, oh, that's beautiful, exactly what I wanted. But then it kind of got like, there was nothing. And so I was like, okay. So then I would text him, I'm like, hey, you know, I leave for filming this day. And I've only seen like 2 wigs. And he was like, wait, it's this. I didn't know the timeline, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, okay. So he was like, I don't think I can make them in that time. And I was like, but like, I'm on All Stars. And like, it was not James Mansfield. I was like, I'm on All Stars. And these wigs are particular for, you know. So he sends me wigs. And like, I think he sent me like 8 wigs. And out of the 8 wigs, I think I could maybe wear 4 of them. The rest, it was so rushed. And it was not what I ordered at all. And so it was a sucky situation. It was not Serena Chacha. But I basically had to fork over even more money to get wigs that worked. And there was another wig. Oh my God, you guys. I'm having all these flashbacks. I made all my stuff for season 14 and I didn't want to make anything for All Stars because I'm like, I just wanted me to pay and them create it. I got this wig and it was for a specific runway. It was for the runway that I was just talking about. So basically everything that I ordered turned out to be shit. So there was this big wig that I wanted, and I saw the wig on someone else, and I was like, oh, can I have this recreated? And he was like, absolutely. I got the wig in, you guys. I kid you not. This side of my sideburn was out. So the wig was straight, but he made it like this. So the entire sideburn was out. Entire sideburn. And I messaged him and I said, this is not okay. And he just apologized. He didn't ask for a refund and he did not ask to recreate it. So I will never, ever work with him again. That's all I'm saying. But that's what happens. That's what happens with these designers. Like, if you are a designer and you should want to rectify a situation. You would want to rectify. Like, They don't ask for head measurements. I told them that I'm a 23-inch canvas head. That is my exact measurement. So, yeah, these designers try you. These designers try you. They charge you a fucking arm and a leg. $500 wig that I could not wear, and the designer refused to make me another one. $500 down the drain. So when I tell you that I had to literally spend double what I wanted to just by making it back. Yes, yes. Maybe one of these days I will just like go off on a tangent, but if someone asks me who I should work with, I do not say certain people. Like, oh, where do you get your wigs from? I will not say certain people. Where do you get your outfits from? I will not say certain people because I'm like, girl, nope. I know, well, I am. I'm going July 4th to the Mayhem Tour in Vegas. Oh my God, Rafi, I'm sorry. Domino, no. Domino Couture? No, no, no. I've never worked with him. I live in Vegas, yes. It's just, any designers that you had positive experiences with? Yes. It was just that one dress designer was the negative experience, and then those two wig designers. No, it was a lot of money. It was a lot of money that I forked over. I have not had a chance to come to Portland, but I would love to. Okay, you guys. Okay, I really have to get sleep. I love you guys so much. I will try to go live. I know we're doing press week all week in New York, so maybe I'll go live with like some of the girls. But I really need to get sleep because I have to be up in 5 hours. But I love you guys. If you haven't watched my YouTube channel, if you haven't watched my YouTube video, go watch it. It is me spilling secrets about All Stars 10. But I love you guys so much. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.